Hello, people of YouTube. Okay, I'm gonna stop playing that. What is wrong with me today? I honestly have no idea. But hello, people of YouTube. 'Tis I once more, the Crimson Assassin, here today to not give the review for JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, even though I've been promising that I would review JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. I know I'm about to finish it. I need to finish it, but I decided to watch a really short, really quick, really fast anime thing. So, for those of you who do not know, in fact, I don't expect any of you guys to know, but for those of you who don't, and of course, I don't expect a lot, I am a big fan of Pokemon. Hell, I especially love that Pokemon Center theme. Okay, I'm gonna stop. So, anyway, so I'm a big fan of the Pokemon franchise. If we were to have a discussion about Pokemon, we will be here for a couple of years, because I love Pokemon. I think it's a fantastic series with a bunch of colorful, interesting, and really cool looking Pokemon. I mean, the Pokemon in I could think of 25,000 great Pokemon out there, because there are so many great ones out there. Minus a couple of shitty ones, but we're not gonna get into that. But yeah, I love Pokemon. And, real quick, this is my copy of Heart Gold, Pokemon Heart Gold. I've been replaying it, and I restarted my file and everything. And I'm actually gonna show you my team of Pokemon, just real quick. Here, I'll show you. And yes, I gave them names, and they look similar to a certain YouTuber's fucking, team when they played Pokemon Crystal. But you know what? That's besides the point. Yeah, I like Dragonite, Coughing, Feraligatr, Arcanine, Espeon, and a Magneton. Although I cannot evolve it to a Magnezone because I got a chance for that to Pearl or Diamond or Platinum, and then gotta go to Mount Coronet to evolve it. But again, going off topic. But yeah, I love Pokemon. I think you guys get that at this point. So I'm thinking I need to discuss Pokemon in some way, because I honestly love Pokemon. And I've never discussed Pokemon on this channel, and I don't really intend to, but with the release of Sun and Moon coming out eventually this holiday season, and the fact that I've been having a lot of discussions with my friends at the after school program and with my friends in real life and other people that I know about Pokemon, I feel like in the mood to do like some kind of Pokemon related video. So I looked it up. I wanted to find a really short thing to watch that involves Pokemon. So my attention went towards Pokemon Origins, which is basically Pokemon Red and Blue and Leaf Green and Fire Red, the anime edition. That's only 4 episodes long, and yeah, that's basically what we're going to talk about. So obviously, Pokemon Origins basically follows Red, who lives in the world of Pokemon, as he promises Professor Oak to complete the Pokédex and find all 150 Pokemon. And thus, the story of Pokemon Origins begins. Now, to be honest with you guys, I haven't really heard too much about Pokemon Origins, besides maybe this one thing that involves a certain Cubone, which, I'm not gonna lie, it was pretty upsetting, but it didn't really make me cry. But there's one episode that involves a Cubone, and little feelings right there. But anyway, so I didn't really hear too much about the world of Pokemon Origins. All I know is it's basically the anime adaptation of, again, Red or Blue and Yellow, or, Leaf Green and Fire Red. And, yeah, I haven't really heard too much about it besides the Cubone thing. So I decided to give it a watch. And after watching it from start to finish, this 4-episode long Pokemon miniseries that Production IG animated, by the way, what do I have to say about it? Well, let's find out. So right off the bat, Pokemon Origins is possibly, by far, the greatest looking Pokemon show, anime, whatever, I have ever seen. the animation done by Production IG. Mwah. Fucking eye candy. It's so colorful. The design of the Pokemon is so damn detailed and awesome. The backgrounds are amazing. The character designs look exactly like how they look in the video game. And a plethora of other things to say about this. I really like the animation that Production IG really put the work and effort to. It looked fantastic, and I loved what they did with the animation for Pokemon Origins. The English voice acting done for Pokemon Origins was serviceable and very solid, with solid, excellent performances by Bryce Papenbrook, a cameo a cameo by Johnny on Bosch because he's Brock, which was awesome, and a couple of other English voice actors that did a really good and standout job, albeit very lazily, and yeah, but they did put in the effort, they did put in the time in, and it was actually a really good sound-looking anime. I thought that this was pretty solid. The characters of Red, main character Red, is really serviceable, as you basically follow him from Pallet Town to becoming the Pokemon League champion, and among other things that involves in his adventure. I really liked that. I thought that Red is really multi-layered and compared to what he's like in the video games, because let's face it, Pokemon characters are one-dimensional, okay? If you're not playing as the opposite gender, you're playing as the slight, as the quiet, mute character of Pokemon, and you know, you're going from point A to point B to fight this gym leader to point C to D to E and among other things. And what I liked about it was like, you know, he had character, he had a personality, he had this really strong, determined character about him, how he always faced a foe no matter what. And even though he can get a bit arrogated, or agitated and a little bit arrogant, you definitely see him evolve as a character from episode 1 to when he's a novice to what he is now at the end of episode 4, which is, you know, amazing, a badass. So good job. I like Red. As for Blue, he was a bit annoying, kind of whiny, but he did serve a purpose. He was intended to be kind of the cliche rival that you see in every Pokemon installment of the anime, you know. But Blue was pretty solid. He was pretty, you know, just like Red, except, you know, he wasn't really full of himself. And that's what Blue was. He was full of himself, he was cocky, but that's what you got at the end of episode 4, or towards the beginning of episode 4, you son of a bitch, you. Also, what I really like is basically the short stories per each episode, because this is basically a mini-series of Pokemon. So the story present in episode 1 is kind of different from the story present in episode 2, but also keeps the flow of the actual Pokemon lore and thing. I kind of like these mini stories, especially episode 2, which involves the Cubone. It was a pretty sad, touchy episode, and yeah, I kind of was a little upset. I was kind of heartbroken. I'm like, damn. I mean, sure, it wasn't as sad as what people told me how sad it was, but it was sad, and I was caught in a little bit of a feels. So, good on you, Pokemon. You got me in the feels again. Not again, but yeah. And yeah, you know, among other things, like I did like, you know, how you see an assortment of Pokemon and how they look. I really like it, and I also really like the relationship that Red shares with his Charizard. It was pretty nice, and you know, you do feel like these two have a strong, genuine bond from, you know, when he was a little Charmander to when he was a Charmeleon to now a Charizard, which was pretty awesome. And that last moment in the anime that features Charizard and Red together in the same screen was pretty great. I did like its climax with Mewtwo. I thought it was really good, really stand out, and it kind of teased us at the end that they were going to try to find Mew, but never explored. Like, really? Really, Pokemon? So yeah, I'm kind of seeing this show its praise, but be it that it's a short mini series and that, you know, it does have its fucking issues, okay? We're gonna get into that. Number one, I really wished that they could have shown off the other gym leaders, because once episode 1 ended, he goes to episode 2, and like, you missed a lot of shit. Like, you missed the battle with Misty, the battle with a bunch of other colorful gym leaders that all had their unique personality, especially Misty. Yeah, and even when they went to the episode 3, you missed Sabrina. I remember having so many troubles with Sabrina and her Alakazam. Oh, that Alakazam of hers. One hit KOs me all the time. Thank God for Feraligatr and learning Crunch. That's all I'm saying. So, yeah. I really wish that they could have shown off some of the other gym leaders. And also, I really wish that this wasn't a miniseries. Because if this really wasn't a miniseries, I really bet that you can get more character development out of Red and Blue. Which, by the way, quick note, the rivalry between Red and Blue was serviceable, although, be it cliche, really bit serviceable. It had a really good rivalry. But then again, it's kind of stereotypical to have a Pokemon rival, so I mean, but yeah, it was cliche. I really wish that they could have developed that relationship and their rivalry even further, but for what we got, I guess it would be okay. But yeah, I really wish that they would have shown the other gym leaders. Another thing I really didn't like about this miniseries was episode 3, which I call the bullshit episode. You're gonna know why I call it the bullshit episode once you reach it towards the end. I'm like, really? Really? That's all you had to do to stop Team Rocket? Really? That is all you had to do? Just like that, Giovanni? Really? Just like that? You're just gonna, nope. Can't give away too much. Can't give away too much. Which also is another issue. Team Rocket. They needed to be shown more in this miniseries. They were only showed for episode 2 and 3, and that was it. You didn't really see much of Team Rocket. And which is kind of upsetting because Team Rocket, especially in the games, they were pretty menacing. I remember also having trouble fighting Giovanni, when she was a really tough, menacing Pokemon antagonist. He had a lot of charisma. He had a lot of character. And I really wish I really could have shown more off of it. But, oh well. But really, Giovanni? Really? Just like that? Bait and switch? Come on, man. You're better than that. So, besides that, also, how it ended, it kind of ended just on like a left note. Like, it just ends. Really? You're just gonna end it like that? Really? Just no resolution? No nothing? I mean, really, come on. Ray finally did the Pokedex. He finally completed the Pokedex. All he needed was one more Pokemon, and it was Mew, and then ends. Really? You're gonna end it like that? He still had one more Pokemon to find. But, oh well, Hey, for those of you who obviously play the games, you know how to catch Mew. Even though, albeit in a very glitchy way in Red and Blue, but that's besides the point. But, all in all, guys, I really do think Pokemon Origins was really basically serviceable, and for what we got, and for what it was worth, the Pokemon battles were actually pretty intense. You feel a lot of weight in these battles, and the animation for those. Production IG, keep doing what you're doing, man. You're doing awesome. Keep doing it. Ever since I saw Attack on Titan and Kuroko no Basket, I have nothing but praise for you. Keep doing your work. But besides those issues, and those really positive things about this anime, I really thought it was really well done, and I did like Pokemon Origins to a degree, and that's why I'm going to give Pokemon Origins a 7 out of 10. It's really solid. If you are a hardcore, dedicated fan of Pokemon, go watch this, because you guys are going to have so much memories floating through. You're going to have a trip down memory lane, because you're going to see Viridian City and Eureka City. Oh no, Eureka was in fucking Eureka was in Johto. I don't know where I got that Eureka from. But yeah, you're gonna find a lot of reminiscent about Pokemon. If you love the lore of Pokemon, if you really love Pokemon, Pokemon Origins is really up your alley, and I do recommend Pokemon Origins. albeit there are minus its issues. So I get a 7 out of 10. And that's going to wrap this video up. I will review JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. You're just going to have to give me a minute because I will review it. I will. I fucking will. It will be hard, but I will. Okay? I am vowing. I've made a lot of promises. I know. But this one I really want to review because it was done by a subscriber and I have to do it. So that's going to wrap this video up. So leave down in the comments below, what is your favorite Pokemon? Comment below. Also, what is your favorite Eevee evolution and favorite legendary Pokemon? Also comment down below. I would love to have a full-on Pokemon discussion. If you want to know my favorite Pokemon, we would be here for hours. Also, favorite starter. Favorite starter Pokemon. Yeah, 4 things. Favorite starter, favorite Pokemon, favorite Eevee evolution, favorite legendary. Those 4 things. Comment down below. I want to have a full-blown Pokemon discussion, guys, because I love Pokemon. My personal favorites, favorite Pokemon, Dragonite. Favorite starter, Charizard, or Charmander. Also, I love Totodile. I also like, the Trico family, Turtwig, trying to remember. Shit. Its final evolution, Cyndaquil. The Cyndaquil family, also fantastic. I love those starter Pokemons. Favorite Eevee evolution, Espeon. Hands down, Espeon. And favorite legendary, Mewtwo, Darkrai, and Giratina to a degree. I've raised a Giratina. Also Darkrai. And among other legendaries. I do like them all. Oh, and also Entei and Raikou. Those are my favorite legendaries. And again, finally gonna wrap this video up. Stay tuned later on for JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. Till then, peace YouTube.